got a video talking about Dr. Disrespect. Apparently he's a microcosm of online gamers. Why?
So, I'm breaking character for this video, and I want to talk about a few things that have gone viral lately around an individual named Dr. Disrespect. And if you don't know who that is, there's some things online going around now where he has done some lewd conduct with a minor. And I've alluded to certain things over the past couple of years with YouTube and the whole top echelon of celebritydom that's been going on that I was kind of privy to, and I've been waiting for something like this to kind of happen to talk about it, because...
How long were you not talking about the people you knew were doing things there, Chris? That's the way you're making it sound. You're like, I knew some stuff was going on, but I was waiting. Maybe you might have had some reasons. I don't know.
When things like this happen, people have a frame of reference, and they can...
So why is he throwing all online gamers under the bus with Dr. Disrespect? What the fuck?
Relate to it better. So I've been waiting for this. But let me first say that what's going on now is just the tip of the iceberg. And I want to do videos like this to kind of prepare you, because when this stuff comes out, it's just going to blindside you. You're just going to be like, what? I was in a weird position back in 2012 where I was the 55th most subscribed channel on YouTube. And I was approached, and they came to me with some pretty interesting things. So...
what's going on, Chris? What's happening here?
After I learned this stuff, I learned very quickly that the people that are on top of YouTube, some of the top people, be careful who you put your trust in. I see a lot of people defend these people online, and I'm just like, you gotta be careful. There is a whole hidden world that you guys do not know about.
Yeah, he'll never... Yeah, that's a good point. He'll never let go of the fact that he had a subscribed to channel in 2012. He had some people that watched him. I used to be big on YouTube, you know!
And...
Unfortunate.
More is going to come out. Let me just say, we are in the time now of revelations. We are in the time of a lot of stuff coming out that whistleblowers.
What is he? How? Why didn't you say anything if you knew about these people that you're allegedly talking? Or what are you saying? What is this? This is very strange, Chris.
Things like that. It's going to come out. And let me just say, in the gaming community...
He's coming across like the Papa John's guy.
Specifically.
The day of reckoning is coming, Nintendo Capri Sun.
A lot of the people that are on the top of this field, they have a lot of inner demons. Okay? And people like Dr. Disrespect, this persona that they take on derives from the personal demons, okay? And people that tend to, like, I'm a student of psychology. People that play a lot of video games are...
I like that the avatar on the channel is AVGN now. Do you see that? You seeing that? Yeah, no, the Sangi's not covering that up. It's AVGN is the avatar now. So, you're the irate gamer, though. I mean, you're, at least your personality, you're talking about internet personality. This is a self-report, Chris. Like, your internet personality is based around being a video game player, and you're talking about internet personalities, not even just the person that they actually are, but the way they present themselves online, being an online gamer. You're an irate gamer. That's like the same number of syllables, Chris. I don't know. What are you telling us, Chris?
They play games because it's a coping mechanism. Like I said, have a lot of inner demons, maybe from childhood, for whatever, but they use video games as a coping mechanism. So when you see these people online, a lot of people over the years that are gaming people, you see a lot of sexual misconduct, you see a lot of allegations coming out.
Yeah, you know, Kevin Spacey, he did love that PS Vita, so I guess that makes sense. That's true.
I don't want to name any names.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff happening. It's like widespread. It's not just gamers. What are you even talking about, retard? Why don't you talk about the fucking Drake situation? Apparently shit's happening in the music industry. There's fucking weird actor shit going on. There's all sorts. This has been... Oh yeah, the gamers really invented fucking, like, grooming. Right. The gamers rose up and they groomed. It wasn't... There was not... Definitely Elvis and fucking Priscilla. Nothing like that happened, you know, like... No.
It's not who I am. I don't want to stir the pot. But people in this type of psychological situation, they go to video games because what it does, especially video games right now where they have this open world environment, which I find disgusting because they...
Disgusting. Get a load of Mary Whitehouse over here. It's disgusting. It's despicable. It is... Well, actually, I am getting kind of fucking sick of the open worlds. Maybe he's got a point.
People could get lost. They can create this false reality around.
Oh no, you're just a retard. Never mind.
Around them, and I think it's by design. I think this
Okay, you're right. Mr. fucking, you know, spirituality and fucking Tibetan Book of the Dead and all this stuff. You're talking about paranormal shit, but yeah, make sure you don't get lost in a fucking Fortnite game. That might be bad. Very cool.
What to do, and. You know, we have things like gaming, video gaming, addictions now, which is a terrible thing to have. And people always ask, they're like, why are you so into the ghost world? And it's because I find spirits are in a similar problem. They are stuck in these patterns.
Yes. What the fuck is this shit? You know, gamers basically are like a bunch of fucking ghosts that are all dead. You know, it's more or less the same. You shuffle around, you're not really existing in the real world, you just kind of vacuously pass through your life in order to keep fucking collecting demons and Shin Megami Tensei. I feel it, yeah. Something like that, sure, I got you, Chris, absolutely. Somebody call the white coats. This is, what's going on here?
Because of coping mechanisms. They've created this false world around them.
Are the spirits also rapists? What's going on?
And they make things horrible, the conditions horrible for the people around them.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're ghosts, and some, I assume, are good spirits.
And I like trying to solve the problems of pushing them out and pushing them where they need to go. So, in the video game world, yeah, we find a lot of the same thing, and it's sad.
So, I mean, I'm being a dickhead, but he's talking about how he sees value, basically, in the ghost world, and, like, looking into spirits and stuff, because yada 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 psychology. Well, a lot of fucking people have a lot of other reasons why they play video games, like, they make video games, so that's of interest to them, they review them, they're artists, they're really into the music of games... I don't know, they just enjoy fucking playing them. Like, what's the fucking problem, dude? I don't know.
And, if you've kind of followed my plight over the years, you'll know that I don't really hang out with other YouTubers. I don't really do things with them. And
boy, this is a weirdo. This guy's a weirdo. I'm sorry, this is just like... I know that's such a, like... I don't know, that's such a broad thing to say. It's just, but it is. It's just like he strikes me immediately as like a Dark Viper individual, as like one of these, you know, oh, I'm just a lone wolf, I'm on the fringes of the community. I don't know, man. Is that because of them, or is that because of you? I have a feeling it might be because of you.
And even from the beginning, I was ousted by the gaming community. And
because you were a complete hack fraud without a single creative bone in your body?
They're very cliquey. They're very cliquey.
No, it's because they're cliquey, right?
They have their own people that they go to. And
note that Irate Gamer has changed his avatar to a picture of James Rolfe's angry video game nerd now. I just think that's funny. I don't know how long it has been that way, but it's very funny.
When you really break this down,
this is unhinged. Yeah.
It's because at a spiritual level, they know I'm not a part of the vibration that they resonate at.
Oh my God, kill me. Maybe he is serious about this. This is me. I think it's, I don't know, because, like, I'm not sure what exactly this is. This feels like he believes it, but he's also selling that book, so it kind of feels like a scam, but, like, and he's just making shit up, and it's the classic, like, Terrence Howard grift kind of shit, but it's not really, it seems, I could really easily believe that this is just his life. I mean, look at his background, he's got the Buddha shit, you know, he's clearly into this sort of, like, paranormal stuff and some of this religious, like, spiritualism sort of thing. And I don't know, it kind of sounds like he believes it, guys.
They know I'm not a part of
vibrations.
The vibration that they...
Maybe somebody else vibrationed him with a bit of resonance scamming, you know, and he listened to that and now he believes it, you know? Maybe he actually believes it.
Resonate at. You know, right from the get-go, they're like, oh, you know, this, it's more than, if you think this is all about, oh, the whole, the against being against Irate Gamer that was like, all about, oh, he's just copying James and blah, 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 blah. No, it's more deeper than that. I've seen people who are worse offenders and nothing happened to them.
I don't know who he's talking about. I mean, the only other person I can think of who was as much of a ripoff as Irate Gamer was Game Dude, and it's not fair to say nothing happened to him. He's a laughingstock. We just made fun of him earlier. He's an internationally known laughingstock forever. So I wouldn't say that Game Dude got off, you know, scot-free. I can't think of anybody else who was as much of a blatant fucking clone, down to, like, stealing the same cadence and the same editing style and everything. Same background music, exactly one-to-one. I can't think of many other people that were as much of a ripoff as him that, like, got away with it or whatever. Game Dude lives. I mean, maybe. He could. Possibly. I think he's still in hiding. He never came out of hiding, so he's either dead or, like... I think it would have come to light if he got arrested at some point. So, I don't know. He can't be that good at hiding, and he probably would have kept on informing the internet at some point. So, really, no, he was like him and Game Dude, and it didn't work out well for either of them, being just basically plagiarists. Not exactly, not one-to-one copying scripts, but, like, more or less stealing the exact format and joke delivery and style and everything. I mean, I think he did even steal some jokes, like, directly.
It's more deeper.
He definitely took, like, James would review a game and then, like, a fucking week later he would crank out a review of the same game. So, it would be that kind of thing, at the very least.
Than that. I've seen people who are worse offenders and nothing happened to them. They singled me out, and it's because they saw at a spiritual level that I am not part of them. I'm not part of them. And you're going to see, like I said...
He not like us! He not like us!
You're going to see a lot of stuff come out, and I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later, about what these guys are up to. And...
Which guys? You're like... So this is basically him... Basically, he's waiting to be vindicated by all of the people that were, like, mean to him back in the days of, like, Irate Gamer when that was really happening. He's waiting to be vindicated. And be like, yep, you wouldn't let me sit with you at the cool kids table. Well, turns out your boy's just been arrested on sex assault charges.
Hey, you know they got your mans. They got your mans on sex assault charges.
You know, that's what I think this whole thing is, just like him him waiting for, you know, he's gonna smile when their houses burn down kind of thing.
I know I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for this. You can make fun of me, whatever, but I know just what I've seen. I was approached by YouTube, and the things they threw at me were like,
what?
"Ooh, that's enticing." But no, there was an element of selling your soul, and I did not want to do that.
What the fuck is he talking about? I think he's claiming that YouTube is like... Do you guys think YouTube is protecting pedophiles? Jeez. I think he's claiming that YouTube was going to, like, sign him up on some kind of Epstein program where he was going to be a gold elite YouTuber and he was going to get all of the child brides that he wanted or something. I probably not, but that's like what it said. What is he getting at? I don't understand. I don't understand what this even has to do with Dr. Disrespect. I mean, someone asked what this has to do. I guess because gamers, much like ghosts, have problems or something. And he was a gamer. You know, he's dead now, obviously. Disrespect's a gamer. Ghosts also, something about ghosts was in there. That was absolutely in there. Don't pretend it wasn't. And I mean, ultimately, it's basically just he's waiting for YouTube he's waiting for a bunch of people that were like, you know, weren't cool to him years ago are gonna get like allegations, I guess. But he's also claiming that YouTube is involved in this. Let's hear this again.
And I know just what I've seen. I was approached by YouTube, and the things they threw at me were like, "Ooh, that's enticing." But no, there was an element of selling your soul, and I did not want to do that.
There's some weird shit going on YouTube, and he's here to police it.
And so when you see people like, you know, I hate to say it, Mr. Beast, you know, I saw a couple pictures of him recently where he was kind of like on this island-like setting, kind of Epstein Island.
Are you, what is dude, this is a good video. This is another, oh boy, another funny video is hit the fucking tower. Yes! I mean, this one's only 8 minutes and 20 seconds, so it's not like a fucking 3-hour hit piece or whatever, but you're basically calling Mr. Beast a Jeffrey Epstein person. What the fuck? And you're claiming that YouTube is like complicit with this? Like they're involved in this, like, program. Dude, what's going on here, man? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Shh. I don't want to go down too much down that rabbit hole because he is kind of like a front for YouTube. You do not get into that position without being, what's the word I'm looking for?
What's up, YouTube? I survived 7 days on Epstein Island. Yeah.
By YouTube, where they open up the algorithm to him. So there's a reason why he's on top. And you see the people he pals around with.
It's about his fucking, like, editor or whatever, the giggly goon clown person. I mean, that's not who it was, but the person who was, like, tangentially fucking affiliated with giggly goon clown via, like, 6 degrees of separation or some shit. The one who, like, transitioned and they knew the same porn star, and there was some shit that was a little suspicious, to be fair. I think I think that's what he's getting at. That's the angle. The Epstein shit is the angle that I expected here.
That just says it all. So just know there's
Magick
a bigger
Mush, how could you not recognize Chris? This is his punished Chris arc.
World out there.
You gotta watch this whole video, though. This is really quite something. Everybody, if you just joined, if whatever, this video is a treasure. This is a video about online gamers and Dr. Disrespect and ghosts. The ghosts did play a role in this whole equation. I don't know what, but they did.
Then you guys are privy to.
And how Mr. Beast is gonna fucking Epstein your kids or something, I guess. And YouTube is a part of that. He's essentially accusing YouTube here. It's not as direct as it could be, but he's as direct as he probably can.
Just know, there's a bigger world out there than you guys are privy to, even in the worlds of Magick, and I'm not talking Magic the Gathering, I'm talking about real Magic, and
the kind with the K, right?
You know, if you don't want to believe in it, it exists. I've seen glimpses of it.
So yeah, this is him allegedly out of character. He's broken character to do this, and he is still babbling this wacky ghost bullshit, this magic bullshit. So, I mean, I guess we have to just take him at his word here and assume that he's really into this. Maybe he just, I mean, a lot of people do buy the shit that they're selling, you know, they get high on their own supply. They make the books that they're like scam books, allegedly. You know, I'm sure it's a very legitimate book about how to unlock your ghosts or whatever. But like, it's, you know, they make these books and, you know, it's clearly bullshit, but they want to believe it too. So maybe it's not bullshit maybe it's like it's the George Costanza parable. It's not a lie if you believe it, Jerry. Yeah, maybe he seems to believe it. I mean, I don't know. I believe that he believes
E3. I've seen some interesting things there, and once more of the starts coming out, I'll talk more about it. But I'm giving you a glimpse now, and all I can say is get ready. You guys have no idea what you're in for. And
I joked earlier that this is like Papa John, but this is legitimately like the reckoning is here. The pedophiles are coming. Like
I implore you.
I implore you.
If you're depressed, it's probably linked to video games. Put the video games down. I myself don't play.
Your entire persona is Irate Gamer. I know that's just a character, but like that's your persona. I feel like that's a bit conflicting with this message, my man. You're literally on the Irate Gamer channel. This is the wrong place to tell people this message, and it's the wrong message to tell, frankly, because just blanketly telling people to stop playing video games is fucking insane. I mean, you come across like a dumbass. You just come across like Jack Thompson or somebody just like, stop! I mean, even worse than that, he just wanted to ban like violent games or whatever. You're telling people to just put down video games. Like, okay, yeah, put down video games. Pick up a fucking divining rod or something. Pick up a fucking, you know, a ghost EMP jammer gun. Right.
Many video games, and
what the fuck?
You know,
The fuck was that?
I myself don't play many video games, and
who is that? This must be like his kid or something.
You know, I had a lot of demons in the past as well growing up, and it took a long time to overcome those. And
this is a really concerning video, Chris. You shouldn't have uploaded this, but other side of that coin, people should make sure they archive this. Yeah, you're basically you're making yourself sound like you might be up to something there, Chris, or like, I don't know, but it's not, it sounds like a self-report.
If I didn't, who knows where I'd be now, but yeah, I hope you guys, fans, followers, haters as well, you know, the person that you see, the Irate Gamer persona, is just a character. That's not who I am.
Yeah, I'm starting to recognize that character might be a lot more with it than you are, actually, buddy.
I don't like tearing people down. I want the best for everybody. You know, I pray for you all. I want the best for everyone. And, you know, as humanity as a whole, I hope we can just come together and stop fighting and bickering and all this stuff. So, yeah.
Thanks a lot, George Floyd. Well, that'll about do it for today's episode of Crazy People TV. Join us next time when we watch a Paw Patrol fanboy who likes to have sex with his puppy plushie, forcing a kiss on a very uncomfortable-looking woman after watching a kids' movie in the theater, in public, and on camera. It's going to be great. Thank you very much, as usual, to my $20 and up excellent friends on Patreon. We got Stilk Meek, we got Andy Blackout Drums, Soup, Iron, Vomilet, Richard Troiano, Isabel Jensen, Frenchie, Daydrunk Paralegal, Scott Ullis, Jolie Doomed, AJ Osipova, and my top boys, Xylax and Nicoskywalker 01. I definitely said that all correctly in one take. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, sorry for the long discrepancy between videos. There was going to be a Sonic Sega Gamer Part 2, but then Shin Megami Tensei 5 dropped with like all the new content, and so I decided to finally play through it, and you know, here we are. It's been a month. It's been quite some time. But the next one will be fairly soon. It's already close to done, so yeah, take it easy, everybody. Penis.